What is up, and welcome back to the Wigan Athletic career. I do apologize, first and foremost. It's been a while since the last video. Things happen, but we're back. And the good news is, we've progressed a long ways in this season, actually about 2 months since the last episode. So we got a lot to go over. Let's run the intro and get into it. So we ended last episode, and I actually had to go back and look because it's been like 3 weeks. So again, apologies for that. But we ended last episode with a 4-1 win over our championship rivals from last season, Leicester City. Then we had a very, very mixed bag of results in the ensuing 2 months. We came back with a 3-1 loss to Crystal Palace. Not great. I think they're in a relegation battle, so not the best result for us. But we did bounce back from that with a 4-1 win over Brighton, which is good because also relegation battle team. Into January, we beat Wolves 3-1. That's a good win for us. I think they're right around where we are now currently in the table. We'll get to that in a second. Then we had our first FA Cup match. We beat Chelsea 3-0. I didn't think that was going to happen. I honestly thought we're just going to be one and done in the FA Cup, but we had a really good team performance. The defense, miraculously, held firm. We kept them scoreless, and we beat them 3-0. Could not be happier with that. Then we came back and lost 2-1 to Spurs. They're a very good team, to be fair, but I don't think we've beaten them in this career, and that's starting to piss me off a little bit. And then we lost 3-1 to Aston Villa, also a relegation battle team, not the best result. 2-2 with Fulham, though, not bad. They're still in second place in the league this season. And then we got a little bit of revenge against Crystal Palace with a 2-1 win to end January. Into February, and we're just going to pause there. You see the results. There was a little bit of head loss from the manager there. I'm not going to lie. After having beaten Chelsea in the FA Cup, we then drew Manchester City. We could not have gotten a worse draw. I think Chelsea's in third in the league right now, and then we had to play first place Manchester City in the following round. It's just not fair. And we very nearly beat them. We were up 3-2 in extra time. They, I think, had a red card in extra time. And somehow we still managed to concede a goal in the dying moments to send it to pens, and then we lost. I was pissed. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I ran the boys ragged in training for the next week and then made them play with very, very poor fitness against Leicester City. You saw how that turned out. We lost to them, which, shocker, pissed me off even more. Ran the boys ragged again, and we lost to Sheffield United, who's another relegation battle team. Also, so was Leicester City, by the way. We lost both of those games, are 2 teams in the relegation zone. Maybe not the best plan on my part. I'll be honest. I take responsibility for that a little bit. Not all of it. They should have beaten Manchester City in the FA Cup. Would have been an upset, granted. But we did the job. We should have beaten them, and they fluffed it. That was on them. They pissed me off. And then I kind of sabotaged just a little bit. So that part's on me. Should have had more composure, but it is what it is. And where does that leave us in the standings? Well, we're now in 8th. We ended last episode in 4th. We've slipped to 8th. Not great. Not great, especially dropping points to teams that we should be beating. If we're going to have any chance at having a European spot next season, we got to be beating those teams, or at least getting something from those matches. And to lose both of those games 3-0, really not helping our cause there. But the good news is, where we are in the table on 42 points, it's not looking like we're going to get relegated. I think we're safe. Pretty sure, unless we have a cataclysmic collapse and just never win a game the rest of the season. Even then, I don't think we fall into the relegation zone. So I think we're safe. Our goal now is to try to finish in a European spot. And to do that, we are going to have to beat the teams that we should be beating. A la the relegation teams. So I'm not so worried about teams like Manchester City, who we're about to play again to start this episode. But we just have to beat the teams that we can beat. Control what we can control. And I think we can do that. And hopefully, by the end of this thing, we might finish in the Conference League spots. I'm not sure. And honestly, I can't even remember what the Conference League spots are for the Premier League anymore. Is it 7th, 8th? I don't know. We'll play it out, and we'll see what happens. And before we get into this match against Manchester City, seems fitting to take a look at the Golden Boot race because it is a 2-horse race, and it's Haaland and Arabi Arabi's 3 goals back. Not sure he can catch Holland unless he absolutely goes off the last couple of months, but we'll see what happens. And speaking of Yusuf Arabi, I am absolutely shocked that we are 2.5 or a little over 2.5 seasons into this career, and we have not had a single offer, at least to my recollection, for Yusuf Arabi. We bought him in the first transfer window. We broke the bank to get him here, and it has absolutely paid off. He has mad potential, and I would not be surprised if next offseason we see a massive club come in for him. I mean, he has potential probably. I'd be surprised if we didn't see an offer from like PSG or Real Madrid or something like that, because the dude is nuts. He's doing it at the highest level now, and he's got crazy potential. But for now, he's still here, and if no offers come in for him, I'm happy for him to stay here. So it is now time to take on Manchester City. And good news, I've let the boys have a little bit of a rest. We're fully fit for this game. No injuries to worry about or to report. And I feel, call me crazy, but I feel like we could beat Manchester City. We've played them twice already. We had them on the ropes in the first game at the Etihad. I think we were winning that game 1-0. And then Lafont had one of the craziest mistakes I've ever seen from a goalkeeper, allowed Holland to score, and that just busted open the floodgates. We ended up losing that game like 4-1. But we were in it until that point where it just shifted the momentum on us. And then we took them to pens in the FA Cup. And then we ultimately let them off the hook there as well. If we aren't able to beat them, like I already said earlier, not a big deal. We're trying to control what we can control. But to take a point at least off of most likely the inevitable champions this season would be nice. Gonzalez out wide to Morera. I have started Gonzalez on the left today. And I've actually benched Mikey Moore. I'm going to have him come off the bench. That's a good ball in. A headed goal from Yusuf Arabi. He is offside, which is a shame. I got real excited there. But you don't see those from us. We never score headers. That was almost beautiful. Brian. Good ball in there for Asgard. For Arabi. Okay. 35-yard pass backwards. That's okay. Still on it. Oh, Pasalic on his left foot. So very nearly had the opening goal. We're looking good early. An offside, a goal called back for offside, and a good look for Pasalic. I'm not mad at that. Oh, Grealish is in acres of space. Where was Maitland-Niles going there? Grealish, never mind. It was calculated. He came back and got the tackle anyway. He's fine. He's fine. Not gonna question it. For Barnett, I'm not sure what that was. Barnett either passed it to him or was trying to take a touch. Either way, it's going to result in a Manchester City counterattack, which we do not like. Because of that, man, whoo! Goosebumps! Lafont put his life on the line right there. He almost got ninja kicked to the shadow realm from Holland, but he made the save. Asgard and Brian Gonzalez playing a little 1-2. That's great stuff. That is exceptional stuff. Gonzalez! Oh, it's going to fall! Pasalic! Marco Pasalic! Right place, right time. 1-0 to Wigan on the stroke of halftime. That's what we like to see. That was exquisite play from Gonzalez, Asgard, and Arabi. 70 minutes in now. Both teams have subs queued. Can we get to making a change, though, before something disastrous happens? And Holland, if he wants to sit on the ball 45 yards from goal, I'm good with that. Just keep spinning in circles out there. That's bad. Lafont! Don't do it again, Lafont! I'm going to kill him myself. I'm going to murder Lafont. The goalkeeper's let me down twice against Manchester City. That ball in from Savinho, poorly marked from Kwanzaa. But Lafont was he was there, and then he just, again, backed off of Holland. Does Holland have some, hidden attributes that is, 99 intimidation where goalkeepers shit their pants and just back away? Because what is that? Oh, please. Oh, not in the dying moments. Morera. Good. Benavidez, he's been huge in this game. That was a massive intervention there. That's going to fall to Foden. Barnett's giving chase. Gets a tackle in. It gets back to Foden. Oh, boys, composure. Composure, please. Settle down. 3 minutes of stoppage time to see out here. I really want this point. Please don't do anything stupid. Oh, God. Oh, God. No, that was something stupid. Oh, please. Oh, please. I don't want to look. I don't want to look. Oh, they gave it to Holland on the wing. Savinho. Oh, he's in. Savinho, don't do it. Big save from Lafont. He tried to go near post. Oh, my God. This is just... Please just see this thing out, I beg. All right, this corner should be it. Last moments. Kwanzaa somehow got hurt in all of that. Ref, whistle, whistle. He's not going to give another corner. Final whistle goes. A 1-1 draw against Manchester City. We take those. But I did see that Kwanzaa got hurt at the end of that match somewhere. I don't know how he did that or when, but we'll have to check on that. And good news, Kwanzaa was fine. Not even a knock after the game. So we're good there. And then 9 days later, we took on AFC Bournemouth. And we beat them 2-0 on the road. 2 goals in the first 6 minutes from Arabi and Moore was enough to take care of business there. Nothing else happened after that. Honestly, pretty uneventful game. And the plan for today was to play City and United as our 2 games for this episode. But I checked the standings, and United are actually 13th. They're 10 points back from us. Not necessarily the biggest game, whereas Arsenal, coming up at the end of March, is a big game. They're 1 point behind us. So we'll go ahead, we'll take care of the United game, we'll come back, we'll play Arsenal. And another nice little 2-0 win for the squad. And our defense today, exquisite stuff. 1 goal conceded in 3 games. Very much unlike us, but we definitely will take that. Arabi scored in the 38th, and Pastos put an exclamation point on it in the 86th. Another 3 points for us. So now it's time to play Arsenal. 2 teams going in slightly different directions. With our return to form and the other team slipping up a little bit, we're starting to climb the table again. And we have a milestone moment for this career. We have our first 80 rated player, and it is the man, Yusuf Arabi, up top. Thought it was going to be Brian Gonzalez, but Arabi did just surpass him and reach 80 first. But Gonzalez is right there behind him. He'll hit 80 pretty soon. So will Kwanzaa. The team is growing. It's still getting better, and it's showing. Our return to form, we're moving up the table. The team's looking good. Let's see if we can end today on a high note. Get things started here against Arsenal. I looked at their starting 11. It looks like, for the most part, this is their best team they can put out there. They do have Odegaard on the bench, though. Although, I question, they don't play with a center attacking mid. At least their formation doesn't, so maybe he doesn't really fit in their team at the moment. Which, if that's the case, I'd be willing to take Odegaard off their hands after the season. But Mikey Moore is in. Oh, shot it right at the keeper, though. That's unfortunate. But, if we have to replace Asgard, Odegaard wouldn't be a bad replacement. Mikey back for Asgard. Asgard to literally no one. Well, that's okay. They return the favor. And then Asgard to no one again. Hey, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm thinking maybe we do need to replace Asgard. Those are 2 or 3 really bad passes. What are we doing? Mikey Moore now passing it to the wrong team. What is going on out there? Boys, this is a big game. We do need to get something from this. A win, ideally, but we can't afford to just take an L here and just not put any kind of effort into this. Although they were just standing around. We're walking towards the ball. That's not acceptable. I'm going to pull Benavidez right now if I see it again. All right, Mikey Moore to take this corner. That wasn't great, but it's going to fall to Arabi. He lays it to Asgard. It falls to Asgard again. What a save by Simone. Oh, my goodness. Another corner. Can we get a little bit better from the corner here, Mikey? Pretty much the same exact result. I'm not even sure why Mikey Moore's taking corners, to be honest. He shouldn't be. It should be Asgard, but we move. Actually, that's a lot of spit. Mikey Moore! There we go! Wigan have woken up! Mikey Moore gets the first goal of the match. Oh, that was a stressful first 25 minutes. But we're back. We're good. Everything's calm. We're settling in. Benavidez back for Brian Gonzalez. Asgard turns up the field. Love that. Arabi making a great run. Go on, Arabi. Have the shot, Arabi. Take it. Take it! Yusuf Arabi with confidence. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we want from our striker. Big goal, Yusuf Arabi. And Wigan's on fire now. Arsenal's in trouble. What a ball. What a ball to Barnett. Straight out of halftime. I don't even know how he picked out that pass or how that just worked. That was brilliant. And it's 3-0 to Wigan. Literally from kickoff after halftime. What a ball. Did Arabi play that? That seemed like an Asgard ball, but I'm pretty sure that was Yusuf Arabi that played that pass. We're going to pause for just a second here because I just noticed. I mean, you saw Barnett getting forward like multiple times out of nowhere. And I'm wondering what was going on. Then I realized I don't know where Brian Gonzalez is. So I checked the formation. It's decided that we need to park the bus and play 5 at the back, and it's moved Brian Gonzalez into the center back spot. I don't know why the game does this. I didn't do this at all. I didn't touch anything with the tactics or just letting them play. But, I mean, it's fine that we parked the bus, but putting Brian Gonzalez at center back, probably not the best idea. So, we're going to make a couple changes here. Oh, what in the world was that? That was the most FIFA-ass save. That shot was like a million miles an hour. Lafont dove, parried it straight up in the air, got up and caught it. Sure, yeah, that happens all the time. Well, we're getting a little bit out of sorts defensively. Yeah, that was coming. That's Koenig on the goal for Arsenal. He's actually their best striker. Not sure why he didn't start this game. They went with Nketiah, and they pulled him out before halftime. So, I mean, if they would have started him, might have been a different story today. Corner for us in stoppage time. Pavic delivers. That almost got to Will Fish. We head it out. Hwang Jae-won heads it back for Pavic. Back heel for Barnett. Weaving through! Yo, Barnett has a brace. And we're going to beat Arsenal 4-1. In this 5 at the back formation, by the way, Barnett is the only offense. He scored 2 goals in this second half after whoever decided that we were going to play 5 at the back. He scored straight from kickoff, and now he scored in stoppage time. We've done nothing else other than that. Offensively, nothing. This system kind of sucks. I don't like it, but we were far enough ahead, I thought I'd give it a try. Lesson learned. We're not doing it anymore. And that is the final whistle. That's going to do it. Last action of the game is Barnett's second goal. Heck of a second half from Barnett. But not much else from us there. So we get the 4-1 win. We get the 3 points. Let's see how the standings are looking now, because we've made a massive move today. So today we have gone from 8th all the way up to 3rd. However, look at the points that separate each team. We're 2 points back of Fulham for second place. Manchester City's gone. But below us, there is 1 point separating each place all the way down to 9th. And then West Ham and Brentford are both on 46. Arsenal's on 45. It's a very tight table right now. 1 win, 1 loss moves you so far in the table. It's actually insane. And we have 8 games left to play. Almost everything to play for, not the title, but Champions League spots very, very much in the cards for us. The issue here is who we're going to play in those 8 games. We start off with Leeds. They're in a relegation scrap. I think they're getting relegated, so that one, not so much. But then we play Everton. They're like 5th or 6th place. Newcastle's 12th. And then we get into May, where we have Chelsea, West Ham, Brighton, Liverpool, and Brentford. You throw Everton into the mix with those 5 teams, that makes up the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th places in the Premier League. We do not have an easy run in for the season. We are very, very much going to be scrapping for every single point we can possibly get. Maybe we finish in a Champions League spot. Maybe we fall just out of that. But I do think we're on for a European position next season. That's the goal. Champions League would be overachieving by a lot. But a European spot, I think, is doable. So we'll have to see how it goes. Next episode will be the final episode of the season. We'll see if we do get a European spot for the next season. So that's it for this one. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you when we come back for some more Wigan Athletic career.